It's a theory. It's a Chris. It's a theory. Chris's crazy theory.
He's got the theory. He's got the face. It's a theory face. Let on us.
So the sound effect the plant made, we didn't know it was a plant at the time before shooting out. It sounded very familiar to me. It sounded like an ass blaster. And I started to think about this. The whole point, the plot of the story, is it flora or fauna? And that this creature was a mix of the two. And in fact, Cletus and Dr. Casey Matthews mentioned that the plant DNA was a Venus flytrap and an Amazonian plant that was known to have this acidic acid mixed with animal DNA, likely reptilian, a snake, or a reptile. But I don't think it was a snake or a reptile. And I have some more reasons why. The steam coming off of the acid and the speed at which it melted the people's bodies was too high and too fast to be acid alone. So it was mixed with a high temperature combustible element. Do you see where this is headed?
I do believe so. Yep.
The creature was also growing upwards, if you noticed, right? It was trying to reach the sky. It was growing upwards before it released the seeds, almost as if there was a creature inside trying to get to the sky, perhaps an aerial creature, which would be different from a reptile or a snake. It was trying to grow upwards towards the sky because the DNA wanted to get to the sky. So I believe that this
sky with acid.
So I believe that the animal DNA was not a reptile or snake. I believe it was an ass blaster. And I have conducted a scientific experiment to demonstrate how this would work.
If these are naked pictures you use with your head in the sandbox, YouTube doesn't like that. So let me know so I can blur it out and then we can put over and rumble uncensored.
Okay. All right, plan B. I thought you would say that. So plan B. No, now listen, this is a very intellectual experiment I'm about to conduct. It's also dangerous. So don't try this experiment at home for you listeners out there. This also might be on a very high intellectual level. So I know Colin will get it and I know Levi will get that. But if anyone else out there wants notes, I have my data, I have my research. But basically, this is how the experiment goes. And I will explain how it's actually an ass blaster mixed with the flour. And I'll show you a little bit of how it goes. So this hat represents ass blaster. Okay, so for the purposes of this scientific experiment, I will be representing the ass blaster. And this is how it was mixed into the flour.
Nothing but the house quality on the show.
So as you can see, the ass blaster is inside the flour. And I think I've demonstrated exactly why. Now you might ask, what would we call this creature? Because they never named it in the episode. And that is why it is not a Venus. It is not a Venus flytrap. It is an anus people trap, aka the Flora ass blaster. And there you have it. My notes will be available to anyone who wants it online. A lot of research was made into this. A lot of people were hurt. That's the word, during the filming of this scientific experiment. And there you go.
Nothing but quality on this show, hey?